And I think it's just about to rain. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Here we are going into tutorial number 2 of the palette Focus of the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. So, first one I did was with this row. I was thinking of maybe doing the cool tone, but I think I'm going to do this one today. As much as I hate warm tones, I think that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyes ready. I'm gonna go ahead and prep with the eyeshadow primer filter from the... What brand am I using? Fenty Beauty. Yeah, there we go. Just woke up, and this is before I go to the gym to do some cardio. But so far, I am heavily enjoying this palette after one go. It's very nostalgic to dive into this again, but I think I'm going to continue with, as you can tell, I'm still waking up. Going to continue still using the matchsticks for sure, most definitely, as concealer, color corrector under the concealer. I will still go into the kilowatts for highlighter. For blush, I do have the matchsticks shimmer sticks as well. This is very, very blown out. Warm. Let's keep it right there, because this is without, with maybe one more. There we go. But let me go ahead and prep my eyes, and we will get into this tutorial in a moment. Alright, so the eyes are prepped. Got a little bit of a cough going on. So I think for the first shade, I'm going to dive into, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, Quicksand, which is going to be like this peachy orange. And I'm actually going to dive into that with something like this. And begin to just put that there, right there, because I do want it to go into the saffron. And I kind of feel like this also could be used as a blush if you wanted to. If you went in with the Chill Mango first from the Matchsticks Shimmer Sticks. I think I'm saying that right. But let's do something a little educatorial. So we're really emphasizing it into right there, adding that punch of color to the intensity you want. Ooh, I feel like if you do this with the Mimosa Sunrise, oh, that would also be really nice. And let me go in with a, this is a concealer brush, I think, from It Cosmetics that I just use not for concealer quite often. Just do that to add a little bit more intensity. There we go. I do think this palette is a lot of fun. I see a hair. Next, I'm gonna go into, what is that top shade? Casablanca. And go ahead and put that down as our brow, because that's also gonna be all over the lid as well. I probably should have done this first, but oh well, we're already right here. Like I said in the last video, this has like a little bit of a lime green flip. Keep that in mind. This is gorge. Casablanca. Now going in with the Pat McGrath blush brush, I'm going to go into Saffron. And begin to just use that more on the outer. Because I think Saffron I'm going to use as blush as well. So I just really want that blown out effect to give the mirage of going from here, from the orange to this saffron-ish type of color. Oh, I need to buy another one. I still have not yet bought another one. I'm pretty sure by the time you guys see this video, I might finally have another one. We shall see. But it was on sale recently on Douglas for like 18 euro. And I should have bought it. I really should have gotten it. But there's important things going on in my life right now than a brushes. I'm gonna go in with more of this type of thing, back into that saffron to add a little bit more cohesion and blending it over. Oh, this is just such a spicy palette. I mean, I have to admit, they really did come out with quite of a few good staple products, in my personal opinion. I just think it's just the way they delivered it and how we received it, how we reviewed it, and etc. But this is a very spicy palette. You know what I would love Fenty Beauty to get back into doing again? If they did, gosh, was it Tutorial Tuesdays or something like that with Rihanna? That would be amazing. Now, going back into that Casablanca, and we are going to really pack that on here. Right on the, ooh. Ooh. This kind of reminds me of the shade from the Divine Bronze Seduction Mothership 5 palette, because it has a little bit of that lime. And this, ooh, girl, sis, oh yeah, we definitely went there. Now, I'm gonna dive into Hennessy, which is gonna be more of that brown, cool tone brown, I guess. But I'm kind of curious as to how deep this gets, and this is more of a matte, so this is kind of giving me vibes from the, what was that music video? Where Have You Been? Yeah. Perfect. You know what? Nope. Let's do it the other way. Let me go in with a liner brush first into Hennessy to start lining this out. Because I'm kind of curious to see how deep that can get. It's like a cool tone, a neutral cool tone brown. And I do think actually it gets up to quite a bit of a yep, this is real bullful. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides, obviously, and then we will see where we are at. So this is where we are at. I really dig this. I do not like warm. Don't know why. I love cool tone. But this is a very, very beautiful color combination per se. These shadows definitely do pack a punch. As you can tell, they are very buildable. This is very Moroccan spice, that's for sure. And that Hennessy, I believe it's called, that actually adds some depth, that's for sure. But then again, it is reminding me of some other. I need to take off my ring because it's like getting all in there. Palettes that I have, for sure. I mean, at this point, I think every brand has some kind of color story like this, so it's really nothing new anymore. But if you are a fan of Fenty Beauty, you do not have this palette. I do think, oh, pull it out again, whip it out. Show me yours and I'll show you mine, huh? Because from here, I'm trying to think of if any other brand besides Pat McGrath who has these type of tones. I know in my Sephora Pro palette definitely has these type of shades for sure. I do think this eyeshadow topper, what was it called? Not Mirage, Casablanca? Is it Casablanca? Yeah, Casablanca. I do think it's a beautiful topper for sure. If you have the snapshot shadows, and if you have the green one, the money one, I think if you put that, if you play around with that, with this Casablanca, will really complement that very well. But this is just so... all sorts of goodies with this look. I think I am going to use maybe Chill Mango or Radic for my blush today. Because I know Chill Mango was a little bit more of that orange and Radic is a little bit more of that saffron kind of. So this is, or is that more of a peachy, I guess you could say. So this is ridiculous. So Radic is definitely more of that orange. And is Chill Mango more of that? So this is Radic. Definitely will complement this. Oh, this is definitely more orange, that's for sure. And this is Chill Mango. I feel like either of those two will go well with this look. But without further ado, let me go and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a few moments. So this is the final look. I mean, I actually love this a lot. Let me just scoot you over a little bit. So yeah, yeah, here we are, tutorial number 2. She's cute. I actually really do love this look a lot. I mean, love this look a lot. This look a lot. This look a lot. Whatever. I do think this is a very, very spicy palette for sure. So that's the second row, the warm, with, what was it, Casablanca, Quicksand, Saffron, and Hennessy. This is what I came up with. Oh. Doing looks like this, diving into palettes like this is really making me rethink of why I always hated warm tones, because this is beautiful. This is just all sorts of yummy deliciousness. Gimme more. I do think, yeah, I just love it. So for under the foundation, I went ahead and used Honey, which is more of a warm peach, as a color corrector, which was very warm, darker. But I went ahead and used that. I went ahead and used LM11 from Pat McGrath concealer on top of that. I also there was a lot of stuff I put on underneath this foundation just to get it looking somewhat decent. What else did I do? For bronzer, I went into Caramel Cutie. For blush, I actually mixed Chill Mango and Radic together to get this warmth. And on top of that, I went ahead and used the saffron eyeshadow just to add a little bit more depth, to give it a little bit more of that rouge-ish type of thing. Lips, I have on, what is it, single or spanked? Single with Pat McGrath Opulus Gloss Pale Fire Nectar on top. Let's see what this will do if I go like this. Bring a little bit more warmth. Why not? But without further ado, tutorial number 2, I went ahead and set the face with Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Dewy Setting Spray, and with the Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, which is my go-to now for looks, most definitely. But tutorial number 2, I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is actually a really beautiful, not even a deep dive, but just talk about nostalgia of Fenty Beauty coming out with the actual first eyeshadow palette with mattes, shimmers, toppers, glitter toppers, I think it's what it's called. These type of you can use wet and dry, I'm pretty sure, but it's just like one of those. For the first palette was the Galaxy palette, which was more of those shimmers, which I still love. I think I actually did tutorials on that. I was thinking of maybe diving into that again. We'll see. But it is February, actually. Today's Valentine's Day. So this is how far in advance I'm doing these videos. So by the time you guys see this, it'll definitely be summer, and during the summer I'm going to do my best to do as many videos as I can for the holidays, so I actually have my tan. But for the most part, tutorial number 2, this is very, oh, look at texture. Real life. The only filter I use is whatever's on this camera phone. But for the most part, tutorial number 2, I'm really digging this. Like, I really love diving into old palettes just to get a good old reminiscence of why I bought the palette and why I still choose to keep the palette rather than just giving it away, because I have a lot of palettes that I should honestly just get rid of. But this is really making me rethink condensing my palettes, condensing my kit, because this is very, very beautiful, and this is such a beautiful type of, I wonder if you get this wet of how much this will change. Oh, like this is just so beautiful. Oh. Ooh. Oh, and that little ombre into the brow. She's doing something to me. She's bringing the saucy out. She's saucy. But without further ado, tutorial number 2. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Definitely a few more. I got 2 more to go through. See here, I got this, and then the cool tone. I might do the cool tone one next. We'll see. And then from there, we'll kind of create and mess around. Because I think after I do the rose, I think I might do the nuts and dates and Suck It To Me as a like a smoky moment, a one and done type of thing with those 2. But as usual, go to my Instagram page to see the final edits of this look, and I will see you guys in the next video.